Good morning, students. I hope you people are doing integration, and we are discussing here few more sums of miscellaneous exercise. So we will start with sum number 6 here. In sum number 6, the integrand is 5x upon x plus 1 into x square plus 9. That means the numerator is linear, and in the denominator we have one linear factor and one is quadratic, which we can't factorize. Okay, so here if you remember, when we consider the integrand here 5x upon x plus 1 into x square plus 9 by the partial fractions method, a upon x plus 1 will come, and the quadratic which can't be factorized x square plus 9, the numerator of this we will take linear function as bx plus c. Now when we solve it, okay, we will get here 5x equals to a into x square plus 9 plus bx plus c into x plus 1 will come. So the same way we will apply here. We will compare the coefficients on both sides to get the values of capital A, capital B and C. So let us first of all write down the coefficient of x square. It will be a plus bx into x, so b will be there. Now the coefficient of x we will have here bx into 1 and then c into x. So here x will come, it will be b plus c, and the constant term we are having 9a plus c. Okay, I hope this thing is clear how we are writing it. And now let us compare the coefficients from both sides. So we will write down comparing the coefficients. X square, first of all, there is no term having x square in the left hand side, so a plus b, it will be equal to 0. When we compare the coefficient of x, we have b plus c equals to 5, and when we compare the constant term, that is 9a plus c as 0. So if I mark it as 1, then 2 and 3. From 1, I am getting the value of b as minus c, sorry, b as minus a. So I am writing here from 1, b value is minus a, and this I will put in second. So we will get here c minus a equals to 5, right? So and we will solve this, let us say fourth. Solving fourth and third, what we will get, c minus a, and here c plus 9a equal to 0, right? So what we can do here, if I subtract this fourth from the third, right, subtracting fourth from the third, what I will get here, when I subtract fourth from the third, okay, third equation is 9a plus c, so this is minus c plus a, so this we will get here 10a equals to 5, right, minus 5. The value of a will be minus 1 by 2. If a is minus 1 by 2, b is minus a, so the value of b will be 1 by 2. Okay, b is 1 by 2, and the value of b 1 by 2, if we substitute here, so the value of c will be 5 minus 1 by 2, that means c will be here 9 by 2. So all the three values are calculated, a, b and c. These three values you will substitute here and we are getting our answer. So let us substitute the values. So we are putting the value, a was minus 1 by 2, b is 1 by 2 and c 9 by 2. So our integral, therefore the integral will become here minus 1 by 2, we can write outside, dx upon x plus 1 plus 1 by 2 outside, this is x dx upon x square plus 9, and 9 by 2 when we write down outside, it is dx upon x square plus 9. Okay, so this is x square plus a square formula. So we can apply now our formulas. Okay, so this is direct log of x plus 1 we will get here. 2 here x dx is there, denominator is x square plus 9. So if I multiply this by 2, right, I will get derivative upon the function, then it will be log of function x square plus 9. Now dx upon x square plus a square, this is the formula for integral of it will be dx upon x square plus a square, integral is 1 by a tan inverse x upon a. So I think all the formulas we know, so let us apply the formula. It will be minus 1 by 2 log of x plus 1. Here we will get 1 by 4 log of x square plus 9, and then plus 9 by 2 into 1 by a. 1 by a means 1 by 3 tan inverse x upon a means x by 3 plus capital C. So here we will get 3 by 2 tan inverse x by 3 plus c. This term we will keep as such, and this will be our answer. Okay, if you want, you can simplify. It will become 3 by 2 here, and log 1 by 2 log root x square plus 4 also, square of x square plus 9, and this term if you want to club, you can club, or if you leave the answer here, then also it is perfectly fine. So this is sum number 6. Sum number 6 and 7 in my book, both the statements are same, so we can leave that sum. Sum number 8, I will give you the hint now, and sum number 8 is given. We have numerator e raised to power 5 log x minus e raised to power 4 log x. Okay, so function in the integral is e raised to power 5 log x minus e raised to power 4 log x divided by e raised to power 3 log x minus e raised to power 2 log x dx. Okay, so 5 log x, 4 log x. If I apply the formula here, we have m log n is equals to log n raised to power m. So this formula we will apply in every power of exponent, and we will get e raised to power log x raised to power 5, e raised to power log x power 4, then e raised to power log x cube minus e raised to power log x square dx. E power log, so they will be cancel, and we are getting here x raised to power 5 minus x raised to power 4 upon x cube minus x square dx. So from the denominator I can take x square common. Here also if I take x square common, we can cancel it, and our integral will become simple, which you people can integrate easily. Okay, so this sum I am leaving for you people. You can complete it easily, right? Sum number 9 also, by simple substitution you people will be able to do. We have cos x upon root 4 minus x sin square x. So if we put sin x as y or t, cos x dx will become dy. Then direct application of formula is there, and you will put back the value of y or t. Okay, and now sum number 10 we will discuss here. Sum number 10 of miscellaneous exercise. So sum number 10 we have this integral sin raised to power 8x minus cos raised to power 8x divided by 1 minus 2 sin square x cos square x. Okay, so here if I just observe, the denominator is having sin square x and cos square x, the numerator sin power 8 and cos power 8. So this thing I can say it can be like sin raised to power 4x whole square cos raised to power 4x whole square, then a square minus b square formula we can apply in the numerator. So let us simplify the numerator first of all, and I will consider here sin raised to power 8x minus cos raised to power 8x. This can be written as sin power 4x whole square minus cos 4x whole square. Now a square minus b square formula if we apply here, we will get sin raised to power 4x minus cos raised to power 4x into sin raised to power 4x plus cos raised to power 4x. Okay, and this sin raised to power 4x minus cos raised to power 4x, once again it can be written like this So I am expanding each and every step so that you people can get it. And now sin raised to power 4x plus cos raised to power 4x. If I say, I can write it as sin square x plus cos square x whole square. I will get sin power 4x plus cos raised to power 4x plus 2 sin square x cos square x, and that term we don't want, so here I will write down minus 2 sin square x cos square x. I think quite similar it has become to the denominator. And let us apply the formula here once again. We will get here sin square x minus cos square x into sin square x plus cos square x. So this bracket we have written this here as such. And now let us solve this bracket, the second, into, we are writing here sin square x plus cos square x whole square, and sin square x plus cos square x means it is 1 square minus 2 sin square x cos square x. So this will become also 1, and we are getting here sin square x minus cos square x, and the bracket, second bracket, we are getting 1 minus 2 sin square x cos square x. So we are just simplifying our numerator first of all. Here I have applied a square minus b square formula, writing it like that, a minus b, a plus b. And this again, sin square x minus cos square x, we can write down squares of these. Once again, a square minus b square formula is applied. And in the second bracket, how I will get sin raised to power 4x and cos raised to power 4x? If I just open the square of sin square x plus cos square x whole square. But when I open this bracket, I will get 2 times sin square x cos square x. So that term I will subtract here so that I can get these two terms only. And we know sin square x plus cos square x is 1. We are putting the value here. This will also become 1. And we are left with this simplified. So let us write down our integral. Therefore, our integral will become sin square x minus cos square x into 1 minus 2 sin square x cos square x whole divided by 1 minus 2 sin square x into cos square x. Definitely dx is there in the numerator. So these two terms will get cancelled, and our integral, if I take minus sign here, I am getting cos square x minus sin square x. And we know the formula for cos square x minus sin square x, it is cos 2x, and we know how to integrate cos 2x. Okay, so this will become, let me write down here itself, it will become cos 2x dx, and the integral of cos 2x is sin 2x. So minus sign, this minus sign coming as such, it will be sin 2x divided by 2 plus constant. This will be our answer. Right? I hope it is clear. We have applied the formulas in the numerator first to simplify, and the terms are getting cancelled, and our integrand has become very, very simple at the end. So this is sum number 10. Sum number 11 of miscellaneous exercise is the same sum as we have done in exercise 7.3, sum number I think 22. There the angle of cos was x minus a and x minus b. Here the angle is x plus a and x plus b. So it is the same sum. Here also we will follow the same steps as we have done in sum number 22. Right? So that sum I am leaving for you people, sum number 11. And now we will discuss sum number 12. In sum number 12, we have x cube upon root of 1 minus x power 8. Now x cube is there, x raised to power 8 is there. This x raised to power 8, we can write it as x raised to power 4 whole square. And the derivative of this x raised to power 4 is x cube. That means 4 in front, 4x cube. So that x cube dx we can get when I differentiate this x raised to power 4. So what we will do, so the same substitution we will apply. We will write down the integral x cube upon root of 1 minus x raised to power 4 whole square dx. And what we will do? We will put x raised to power 4 as t, and when we differentiate both sides, we will get 4x cube dx as dt. So the value of x cube dx, it will become 1 by 4 dt. So our integral will become, this 1 by 4 we can write outside, it will be dt upon root of 1 minus t square. Now this integral we know it is sine inverse, so we will get here 1 by 4 sine inverse t plus capital C, and the value of t is x raised to power 4. So our answer will be 1 by 4 sine inverse x raised to power 4 plus constant will be our answer, right? So these sums, all these techniques, all the methods we have done, we have learned now. Now we are getting the sums randomly, and we have to think and we have to apply the proper method to do the integration. Clear? Sum number 13, let me give you hint here itself. Sum number 13 also, if you just observe the statement, it is e raised to power x upon 1 plus e raised to power x into 2 plus e raised to power x dx. E raised to power x, e raised to power x, e raised to power x, and we know the derivative of e raised to power x is e raised to power x only. So we can make this substitution, or we will put here e raised to power x as y, and when I differentiate both sides, e raised to power dx, it will become dy. I think now you are getting, our integral will become then dy upon 1 plus y and 2 plus y. By partial fractions, you people can do this sum, and in the last step, after complete integration, in the last step we will just put the value of y as e raised to power x, and you will be able to get the answer easily. Sum number 14 also based upon partial fractions only, so that sum also I am leaving for you people. Sum number 15 we will discuss now. So here if you just observe, the integrand given is cos cube x e raised to power log sin x, e raised to power log sin x. So this function will simply remain as sin x only, and we are left with cos cube x into sin x dx. Now sin x dx, I know if I differentiate cos x, I am always getting the derivative as minus sin x. So sin x dx value will become minus dy. I think sum is done. So you will put here cos x as y, and when I differentiate both sides, we will get minus sin x dx as dy. So the value of sin x dx, it will become minus dy. So our integral will become here y cube dy minus sin outside. We know how to integrate this, minus as h, y raised to power 4 by 4 plus c. So it will be minus 1 by 4 cos raised to power 4x plus constant. This will be our answer. So the sums are very simple. They are not taking much time when you are solving. Okay, so this was sum number 15. Similarly, sum number 16 we can do. It's quite easy sum. So sum number 16, sum number 17 also. So here you people can do till sum number, I think we started with sum number 6. Yeah, so you people can do this exercise till sum number 20, right? So you people should do till sum number 20, right? Yesterday we have done till sum number 4 or sum number 4 only, I think, and now you people can finish it till sum number 20, right? Then few more indefinite integral sums will be left, and then we have definite integral sums as well. So everyone must do these sums, the sums which are given for homework also, right? And don't leave the work pending. Do it on daily basis. Thank you, students.